I could turn back time.
They say things like,
Oh, childhood, such a delicious and carefree time of life.
No.
No responsibility, nothing to worry about. Why, it's practically perfection. What a pleasure.
Please. After you stop snorting with laughter, don't you want to reply?
Hello? Ertoli McMulvey, do you honestly not recall what it's like to climb a mountain of homework every night? Do you not know how hard it is to deal with the most annoying, wetty brother ever? And do you not know how hard it is to convince others that it wasn't you, it was the dog that passed gas right next to you?
I mean, being a kid is no cakewalk down Easy Street with an ice cream cone in your hand. But there's plenty of fun to be had every day, as long as you know how to steer clear of the dog poo in your path.
That's where we come in.
We're going to offer step-by-step instructions on how to survive the worst-case scenarios in life.
The Worst Case Scenario Survival Handbook, Junior Edition. Written by David Borganet and Robin Epstein.
Copyright 2007.
Judges, you are all young ones. You've had your ups and your downs.
We're sure you all remember the time known as middle school.
How to survive a bad report card. Grades happen.
I do.
If your report card is covered in letters that cling to the lower end of the grading alphabet,
I got a D!
Here's how to reduce its impact when you hand it in to an adult before a signature. 1. Be affectionate and complimentary.
Hey, Mom. You're looking radiant today.
But not obviously faint.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, you're looking slightly above average today.
If you're flattering before handing in your report card is too over the top, your signer will smell something up. 2. Ask your signer to sit down. There's something you need to discuss.
Hey, Mom. Can you please sit down? There's something we need to discuss.
Make sure she takes something plush and comfortable, while you sit in something wooden and uncomfortable. 3. Begin listing a series of real-life unfortunate events that are happening in the world right now, such as
A war, famine, puppy torture, all are happening right now. So with all things considered, what I'm about to tell you isn't so bad.
4. Resent the report card. Look down and admit that no one is more disappointed in you than you. Now say this without laughing. If your signer grabs their chest and falls off the chair, dial 911 immediately.
Okay.
As you're waiting the ambulance, assure your signer that the report card isn't all that bad, and that what she needs to focus on now is recovery. As she's being carted away, move her hand and have her sign at the end.
Mom!
Promise your signer you'll do better next time, and try to mean it. How to make a quick fix on a fashion disaster. Your pants are split. Your zipper is broken. You have a giant glob of gum in your hand. Whatever's the problem, you have no need to worry. Take this, for example. You just reach down to tie your fabulous shoes and you hear a...
No.
Jess. Jess.
Why?
Here's what to do to keep your undies out of view. Mask it. Depending on where you are, locate masking tape or duct tape. Tape over the split. Then use the steps technique to cover it since it isn't that much of a fashion statement. Wrap it. Take a coat, sweater, or extra jacket and wrap it around your waist, not to get in the front. Label it. If all else fails, tape a sign to your hiney that says, if you can read this note,
You're standing too close.
yeah.
Gum in your hair. You just blown your biggest bubble ever. But as it bursts, your greatest achievement turns into a gummy nightmare. Tons of gum is now stuck in your hair, but don't reach for the scissors yet. Try this idea first. Grab a jar of peanut butter. Now, start rubbing it into your hair, and then, when you're done, rinse it out to avoid the peanut butter smell. And if all else fails, you have no choice but to turn to the clippers. How to shake, rattle, and roll your way through a school dance. See, the last place you wanted to be was a school dance. But for whatever reason, here you are, in the school gymnasium, feeling unsure of what to do next. And since you definitely don't want your art teacher to ask you for a pity dance,
Would you like to dance, Sonny?
you need to act fast. So maybe ease into the groove a little.
If you're not all that comfortable on the dance floor, take it slow at first. You don't have to be moving a lot to be dancing. Simple is good. Maybe just a side-to-side sway with a little bounce to the beat.
So use this time to scope out the dance floor. If you see a decent dancer, see which moves are easy enough so then you can steal. Now you're on the dance floor and you're easing into the groove. It's important to avoid the bad habit known as the overbite. When you start biting your lower lip with the front of your teeth, avoid this and smile instead.
Smile. Your smile is by far your best dance move. It makes people want to dance with you, and it spreads the good times around. They're extremely contagious. If you are worried about your own dance maneuvers, you can simply smile more. It makes people think that you're having more fun than they are. And soon they'll be trying to steal your moves.
But what about all those people who don't like dancing?
What?
I mean, maybe you could go to the refreshment table and start ladling some punch. Or maybe you can see if you can help out the DJ fricka spin.
Pull out your cell phone. Talking on the phone is a perfectly good excuse for not being on the dance floor.
Hey, Mom.
Now, if you have someone to call, that is a bonus. But if not, and you're lonely,
Wah, wah, wah.
you can simply pretend.
Oh.
Just pull out your cell phone, and when somebody asks you to dance, give them the just 1 minute please index finger, followed by a point to your phone and the chatty mouth hand gesture. They'll quickly get the idea and leave you alone.
Start a card game. No one says you have to be dancing to be the center of activity. So grab a deck of cards, recruit a few of the players, and definitely grab a bag of pretzels. And soon enough, you will be the center of activity.
Finally, what are some smooth ways to ask anybody to dance? Now, flying solo and dancing with a group of friends are both acceptable options. But if you're going to ask somebody to dance, here are a few smooth ways to do so.
I bet you and I would be the best dancers out there if we gave it a shot.
Okay, another option would be...
do you know how to dance?
If the person says yes, reply.
Well, I dare you to show me.
And if the person says no, respond.
I can teach you.
If you've tried those and failed, you can always give the tried and true.
Would you like to dance?
A shot. If the person says no, respond.
Well, I didn't think so. I just didn't want to be rude. Before asking your friends how to survive passing gas in public. Call it what you will, a cheek flapper, a trouser trumpet, breaking wind, or just plain old cutting the cheese. Sometimes you just gotta let one rip. So here are a few ways to keep people from thinking you've got a line roaring in your underpants.
Block it. Depending on where you are, grab a towel, sweatshirt, jacket, anything made of thick, bulky fabric will do. Place it behind your behind and break some wind. The thick fabric will help absorb the smell and mute the scent. Now get as far away from the smelly towel as quickly as humanly possible.
Call it. If you feel as if you're about to let a fanny bubble fly, start coughing very loudly and continue coughing until you're done making a joyful noise!
Put on your best tube. Look. So you've just launched a cheek flapper of the SVD. Silent but deadly variety. And it's not immediately obvious who brought the steak. Now do not yell.
P.U. that smells!
Because everyone knows he who smelt it
dealt it.
Just put on your best. Wasn't beefy. To disassociate yourself from the smell.
Some things to say if despite your best efforts your cutting the cheese goes public. Try saying one of these lines to turn it into a joke.
Well, there's no point in having it if you can't let it rejoice in song.
Hey, did somebody step on a duck? And remember, judges, it's okay to mess up once in a while.
So put on your best face and live life as it comes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for